Okay, short description of deepfakes and how to address them and what maybe to change in future video conferencing tools. So this is not too much about finance. I try to address the finance aspect a little bit with video conferencing. But first, I guess I don't need to introduce deepfakes. I just want to point out how numerous the examples of deepfakes are today. So we started with, erotic manipulations where prominent people were replaced by porn actors. Then we had a number of comedy elements that use deepfakes. Then came more and more into the entertainment domain. And at some point, deepfakes have also been used to somehow fire disinformation campaigns. And the important thing when we look at deepfakes is that deepfakes are always based on machine learning, they are deep learning strategies, and they are manipulation of content. So it's important to make this distinction between, sometimes you see Photoshop modifications which are called deepfakes, and this is not really correct. And deepfakes in the past have been only replacements of faces within videos. Today, deepfakes are also known for audio, for the combination of audio and video, and so on. So deepfakes really have become a huge family of algorithms. And so what we see here in this video is that deepfakes are real-time enabled today. And real-time enabled meaning that this video that you see here was created on a standard gaming PC. So the face of the target was pre-trained. So the algorithm learned how the face looked like. But we basically have a video camera and a PC with a standard GPU of a gaming PC, and the PC then will replace the face of the speaker in real time. And so you can use this as a fake feed in a video conferencing system, for example. So you can replace the face of somebody and you don't need to spend a lot of money to do that. And it's, as I show here, it's still recognizable. So real-time deepfake algorithms, they tend to be a little bit blurry. They tend to be more smooth than natural recordings, but we will see that this is not really helpful. So deepfake detection, a lot of researchers, a lot of companies and studies address the topic of deepfake detection, and you can do this by model-based methods that basically usually utilize the behavior of noise within videos and show areas where noise has statistically other characteristics than the environment. You also have data-driven systems where people basically take deepfake videos, show them to deep learning algorithm, and the deep learning algorithm then learns how to distinguish between original or deepfake videos. But we also have manual strategies like especially behavioral patterns. You look at a person, look how often it blinks, how the face expression and the face redness changes, and so on, to learn if this is a natural video or not. But all these things also can be countered by algorithms and by counter strategies. So we come back to this this problem with the smooth area. So this is an illustration how, for example, our deepfake recognition algorithm work. It looks at an deepfake video and compares skin areas. So you have a skin area of the temple, and then you have face areas, eye area, and so on. And the deepfake algorithm usually only replaces this face area in the front. So the temple, the top of the head is still the original one, but the replaced area here, the face, comes from another video. And then what happens is that this replaced area has a different statistical behavior than the original area. And you can compare this difference mask to see that there are a lot of errors, a lot of difference shown here. So the face is obviously replaced because it has a different behavior. So this is one of the most common strategies to identify deepfakes. So now the problem is that deepfake recognition most often assumes that you have the original deepfake algorithm coming directly from the deepfake encoder. And recent, not so recent anymore, 2000 around, Facebook challenge showed that deepfake detectors that were able to recognize 90+% of the deepfake videos as soon as you added some post-processing, some blurring, reduction, strong not encryption, encoding, and so on, the recognition rate dropped to 0. And so it's not like it's decreased a little bit, but it's totally vanished. So this is really a problem, that you have this weakness against post-production, and on the other hand, the development of deepfake algorithms really is quite quick. So you have better resolution, you have less training data necessary, and so on. So we will see really good deepfakes with just a little bit of effort to create those. And on the other hand, there will be more and more countermeasures to prevent known strategies against deepfake detection or for deepfake detection. So just an example, and this is why video conferences are such an interesting area for deepfake detection. We have seen that it's possible to fake a person, the face of a person in real time without too much money, on a 2,000 euro PC, for example, in real time in a Zoom conference. So somebody could use my face and, well, shout at you or do some indecent things, whatever. And you would have a hard time to see the difference. And the technical strategies based on this difference between surrounding area and facial characteristics, they have the problem that in many video conferencing tools, you also have beautification filters. So this is an example of the Zoom beautification filter. On the left, you see the no filter version. On the right, you see the filter version. And this is basically also blurring. You do the same thing with your beautification filter that you also do when you apply the deepfake. You remove high frequency noise from the image. This, of course, makes it really hard to distinguish deepfakes from beautified videos. So having an algorithm that really can identify a deepfake in a Zoom video conferencing environment could lead to a lot of false alarms, because people tend to use beautification algorithms. So what we really see at this point, research, of course, is active, and we are working on deepfake detection algorithms that also can counter blurring and so on. So it's not like it's impossible. But right now, I really would say that relying on forensic detection or analysis, whether it's a deepfake or not, should only be a last resort. But this is always the case for forensics. So you should never neglect all security because you think, okay, at the end, the guys at forensics will find out what happened and everything will be well. That's total nonsense. So What I really would advise is that when we have video channels, video tools, we should have reliable authentication methods. We should not use links we send to everybody so everybody can log in, just enter any name and claim to be whoever he is. And when he's able to hijack a face, he can also look like whoever he could be. And IT security knows a lot of methods for authentication. You can use smart card signature things. You can use individual links that are somehow securely transmitted. So this is really a thing that should be taken into account more. And you can also think about source authentication. Computer systems know concepts like identifying an individual device, like in Microsoft operating system secure media paths, where you only can send audio, for example, to a certified audio device. And all that stuff really can help to build systems which are less prone to deepfake manipulations. And we have them today, we see them today, and as I already said, don't rely only on some sort of deepfake detection at the end. That could really end up with a lot of problems here. And this is the end of my little talk, of my little impulse. And well, thank you for listening.